everybody. All right. Welcome to GUFON. It is Monday, June 16th, 2025. Hope you guys had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. I did. Still celebrated today. Went out to the coast, flew the drone, got in a storm. It was awesome. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. Tricked again! A lot of blowing whistle guys and no follow-up evidence. Where's that evidence? Come on, America! Why can't we ever get evidence? Gotta burn it down. Chicken Coop Confidential. Lucian here with Burn It Down. GUFON's new intro. We're gonna get started. Hope you guys are in a good mood. I'm in a mood. That's all I know. You know what's weird? I don't know. I don't know. Feel different. Something's wrong. I shouldn't feel this good. I shouldn't feel healthy. It's working. Getting that blood sugar back on track. It's working. I haven't thrown up in 8 days. And only once in a month, pretty much. I've had to, like yesterday, the weekend, I get days where I'm like, I can't move. I'm just tired. Just exhausted. That's it. But if I move around, I start waking up. I don't know if I'm doing that I think I'm mentally making myself feel bad for myself. I got to start getting up and out and just go. Because I feel good when I'm away from this house. No, it's not the house. It's not a spirit. It's not a possession. It's not an attachment. It's not a hitchhiker. Same thing. It is just diabetes. It is. Now it's been under control for about 8-9 days in a row. Well, one day I had off, but I got it, man. I'm getting there. Now, for 2 months, I have to keep it this way. And then I can get my foot fixed. I said by the end of the year, I'm giving myself a Christmas gift, either early or a little bit after. We're going to be, oh my God, can you imagine? I can't imagine. Who's here tonight? We got a little roll call to do. Glenn Collins is here. What's up, GC? Good to see you, my man. Sky Allen. How you doing? David Wilcox. Not Wilcock. Welcome to the show. And I got a PayPal from David Wilcox, not Wilcock. More about the message you sent with this $20. Thank you very much. By the way, thank you for that. You are a continuing supporter of GUFON, and if anybody can match that, that would be perfect. That's how the week should start. Just like that. If somebody can match that, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe, just maybe. You know, there's a surprise coming in June. What's that? In about 5 days. Yeah, you'll see. David says, new theory on the Patterson Giblet film. I know, Patterson, Gimlin, the Bigfoot film, the infamous, famous one, whatever. Let me see. Did you send me I don't see a link here. Hold on. I didn't look at my emails. Let's see if you sent me anything. What is that? Oh. I gotta start checking emails early. Oh, it won't open. What's going on? It's just spinning. All right, when that opens up, we'll get going. Welcome to the show. Jeanette, How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the show, the Angel of GUFON. Brian Yates, what do you say, B? Good to see you. Cindy Cross. All right, I'm all right. That makes me smile. Just know that. Your name, your presence, just showing makes me happy. It doesn't matter how or why. And then look at this. Samantha Morris, the cat. You know? People are like, what is he doing that for? Brian Yates, how you doing, man? Good to see you. It looks like we're having people just slowly file in. Now, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it seems I saw, like, recommended. YouTube only recommends my videos 14%. On Rich Saves America, 71%. Yeah, something's got to change. So I'm trying my hardest to make this GUFON be a little bit. I don't want to leave. I don't want to change. I did that with the AZ-UFO show. I didn't have to. I just was stupid. I should have never gotten rid of that name. And I'm not going to switch. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just, it's weird. We used to have 30 people waiting before the show started. It's just, then I wonder, what if I started a new UFO channel and it wouldn't be monetized right off the bat? So that's that. And starting a new channel could be better. See, I would do things so differently if I did a new channel that I wouldn't have to worry about getting the haters, that want to take us down. Because I'm already starting it. Just use the content I know I can use without taking a chance on someone else striking me. So, when you get striked, it's like the channel never comes back. YouTube, we've seen it with every single person who's ever been stricken. Their channel's never the same. So am I crazy expecting that things are going to change? Well, I'm going to give it the rest of the year, see if we can get some momentum. It looks like we're getting subs, so that's interesting. But for a 14,000 subscriber channel, the stats are worse than Rich Saves America with 2,000. And we all know I don't buy subs, or else I would have already. But let's get going. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we do have a lot of show like always. So let's get going. And thanks for hanging out. If you want to help support GUFON, we're not going anywhere. All the links are in the show description. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Even become a member like Jeanette for the 90th month, I think, right? What is that, 37? Yeah, they did. There's I'm doing some night stuff, man. I out here in Florida, though. Where do I go? I don't know where to go at night. If you have any ideas, like flying over the Gulf or the Atlantic, you can't see. There's nothing to see in the water. It's dark, right? So I tried it. It was fun, but so then where do I go? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, oh my God, yeah, you know what? What am I, stupid, Glenn? Don't answer that. You're right. Yeah, well, only because it's been weathery and I wasn't well, but maybe this weekend, or because it's supposed to be raining every night. Well, maybe Wednesday. I'll go out to Bayport Pier because, believe it or not, they're rebuilding Pine Island because Hurricane Milton destroyed it. And from what I saw with the drone, I flew it over from Bayport. Wow, it looks great. They're almost done. Should be open in a couple months. But yeah, the bathrooms got washed away. The restaurant got washed away. Um, a little pier, where a moat or whatever, where people go in and out with their kayaks got destroyed. So they're doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, go on, do some UFO night vision. Oh, I don't have any night vision on my drone, but I do have my P900, my Nikon, and if I see anything, the Nikon will definitely focus in. So good, 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 good. You're right. I should. Welcome everybody. Thank you, Glenn. Jeanette, congratulations. What did it say? 98 months, right? 38. Samantha's at 38 months. Well, and Jeanette at 29, but I think what happened was you kind of fell off, I think, and then had to start over. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you and Samantha for re-upping. Mucho gusto, generoso. What are you guys saying in there? Hey, Stars and Night Vision, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let's get started. Jaja Misa Korchinaka Rocky. How to do? Stupid. How you doing, eh? Go to the bush. You're so funny, man. And film Florida Man and Woman. You're right. I do. I do already. I actually brought the drone in today because I did want to show you guys some drone footage. I like all year you haven't seen anything, right? I've got all this footage. Yeah, I know it gets old. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Jaime Maussan makes the announcement of the day. This comes from Skywatch Signal at UAP Watchers on X. On June 20th, my peeps, a major live press conference is set to take place in Mexico. Jaime says this won't be just any update. Oh, I'm sorry. This won't be just any update. It will feature scientists from multiple countries and a key video author of the Yumbosphere via a Zoom chat. Yeah, the Yumbo. I'll put this up. Well, take a listen to this. This is amazing. Government officials and high-ranking figures in attendance. This is going to be a historic and very, very fun day. No, really, we're all gonna love this guy. What's going on? Huh? Jaime's bringing it. David Velez and Don Jose, two insiders involved in the recent revelations. Legal representation via attorney Danny Sheehan, tied to congressional discussions on the UFO issue. This is unbelievable. He emphasizes that new evidence will be revealed and suggests this event could be pivotal in the ongoing discourse and around non-human intelligence and recent findings. This is interesting now. Now we're getting to what I think could be the beginning of the evidence. Even though the moomy doomies, nobody's really sure. Like, I see it. I want to believe it. but I can't until it goes through the American process of validation and all that stuff. Because we know Jaime's got a checkered past. He really does. It amazes me that he has gone this far with these Moomy Doomies. And anything else, this guy, he's an amazing salesman. You know why? Because I can look you in the eye and lie. Very good. All right, let's take a look at Jaime.
De molestar y de insultar. Yo creo.
Okay, just try, what did it say? Just try to annoy and insult. I don't know why. Hold on, I'll let it, the volume be low, but I'll read it. Just try to annoy and insult. I think the work being done is extraordinary. And I want to announce that this coming Friday at 11:30 in the morning, Mexico time, 12:30 in Colombia, a press conference will be broadcast live where the scientists who have been involved will attend. Mr. David Velez will attend, who is also here with us. Mr. Jose will attend and will reveal his identity. And the author of the video that was recorded in Yombo will attend, albeit through Zoom. And in addition, lawyer Danny Sheehan, high figure levels from the U.S. government will be present at the hearing. And there will be a lawyer, Shani Dehan, who works with Congress. He is the one who's been organizing the hearings on the UFO phenomenon that's being presented in the American Congress. They will all be here because they are interested in this area. So if these people want to tell us that we're all crazy and that we're going to hold an event of this nature where such people will attend and we don't know what we're doing, it's truly absurd. That is the beauty of it all, Jaime. That's the beauty of it all. You act as if you got real shit, real aliens, real spheres, and you're all in. He's sold. He is such a lying crack whore. He cannot live without being on TV. 50 million Mexicans watch him. That's a lot of peeps. Every time he goes on television, 50 million? This is going to be the beginning of the fun. It's finally here. I can't wait. Yeah, we'll have to go live on the 20th. What is that, Friday? Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Friday. Oh, I like this. Make note of that. What did I just see? All right. See, I told you guys, those Moomy Doomies are going to be legit. And when they go through the American Association of Bullshittery, and they're going to be deemed legit, now what? Let me ask you this. Do you think Jaime, and pretty much you just saw what he just said, but do you think Jaime would go through all of this and get a microscope on everything he's doing now? Do you think he would go through this if this was fake? I don't. I don't think he would. Not all this. This is something new. He knows he's got something there, I think. And as silly as the Moomy Doomies look, you can't deny what they've showed us. So far, I'm on board that they're odd, that they're not normal, but I don't know. Not until the Americans take a look. Hey, Rich Leadfoot, Paul Callahan, Chicken Coops, what's up, man? How is everybody? Welcome to GUFON. Kelly, did I say hi? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Kelly Lewis. All right, so in 4 days, we'll be here. We'll take a look. All right. So these legacy programs, the crash retrieval, the infamous legacy program, remember hearing all about that? Well, was there any evidence that... No, right? No. They have so many programs and nothing for us. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, really. All right, what is this? Legacy person claiming to have information from the program in Europe. ECAS, that's the acronym ECAS, is a branch within a branch in Europe. And Ruby here says, I'm stationed in Italy. Almost all of Europe has been researching this since World War II. With some legacy programs, ECAS has multiple existing pre-World War I. And all will become clear before 2029. 2026 is the year doors to knowledge are supposedly going to be knocked down. They're going to be open wide. Scientists briefed on the full gravity of the situation are already working to get the world up to speed by entering private industry. And the general idea is not to incite panic. Just by saying it, you incited it. But you can't. You cannot not say it. It says here, Ruby, well, I have been briefed there. There are multiple species here, according to the research of ECAS, and the two major facilities in our oceans have been created by our planet, or at least very attuned to the nature of our local cosmic environment in ways that we don't understand, which propagate through our planet. We believe the crafts carry autonomous intelligence imprinted on them for material retrieval. Wow. They believe they're autonomous. I have to be... They could be. They could very well be autonomous. But usually autonomy and things that are autonomous, they have tasks that are assigned to them. Unless one of the tasks is hover silently for 20 minutes, for 5 minutes, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm not too sure, but yeah, I believe some of these UFOs are autonomous. Yeah, they're given tasks, and why not? They're ours or China's. Now, he says that there have been multiple species here, according to the research. The two major facilities in our oceans have been created by our planet. We believe the crafts carry autonomous intelligence. Most of the legitimate high-velocity, non-ballistic UFOs tracked beyond LEO, low Earth orbit, fall into one of three categories based on trajectory modeling and isotopic propulsion residue. This is really, it's unnecessary, but I guess they want every single thing in a graph. It's got, every UFO's got its own square, right? Sublunar return patterns, solar periphery vectors, and intrasolar constructs. I'm sorry, let me repeat this again. In English this time. Sublunar return patterns, solar periphery vectors, and intrasolar constructs. We're starting to understand this phenomenon originating in a way we never defined previously. The lines between local and non-local, native and foreign, collapse when you're dealing with a system that doesn't think in 3 dimensions or within time as we perceive it. Really? Is that what they found out? Or is that all a hypothesis, a theory at best? Right? What's this? What's going on? Paul Callaghan Fowler, possible, but most material was transferred to the UK. You guys are talking about something. Or the US, pass it west, but they had to keep it all away from weirdos like Hitler or the other transgender Nazis. But now the machine is back. Interesting. Very interesting. So Dorothy says, so the Moomy Doomies are real? That's what I heard. I'm going to say this under duress. I don't know. Okay, but if we're going to go by the evidence that Jaime Maussan, I know I say the name wrong, Jaime Maussan and his researchers, his scientists, his archaeologists, his everything, and what they're saying is this is legit. This is a hybrid type of being with something odd about the DNA. How can I deny it? I can't deny that. I wouldn't even know how I could say it's not real when they're showing us that this isn't chicken bones and, cow meat and all that. This isn't different animals pasted together. As far as I know, as far as what we're told, it could be. It looks really good to me. So I got to go by my lying eyes, Dorothy, and everybody. As of now, under duress, I'll say that they're different. When we say real, do we mean real aliens or real different? I say real different. And some people say that they're all human with some sort of birth defect, maybe. We'll find out when they come to America. America. We like it. Hey, Derek Kennedy, how you doing? Welcome. And Dorothy, what's this? Unless and until our own scientists examine it, I probably won't trust, scientist studies. Exactly. All right. Let's get on. All right. Let me show you this. Yeah. This is the analysis on the Bugga sphere. Oh, yeah. The National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, has released critical findings from their advanced laboratory testing of the Bugga sphere. These results include confirmed microscopic fibers. I don't know why I got excited. Isn't that wild, though? Microscopic fibers. Say word. I don't know what to think. Here we go. In 3, 2, and go. No, it's in another language. I have to read again. Can you guys read? While it is true that at first it mentions that there is a suspicion that there is fiber, they are making progress in the analysis they are carrying out. Hold on a second, guys. Is confirming. I got a drink real quick. I shouldn't have drank all that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, so he's saying the analysis, well, let's go back a few seconds. Analysis they are carrying out is confirming that, in fact, in that chemical analysis they carried out in the scanning election microscope, which is the maximum, Jaime, that can be used to carry out this type of examination. It confirms that there are the elements that are with the optical fiber. Then from there, he also shows a table where the sizes and quantities of fibers present in the sample he took are shown. And I want to clarify what Nacho was saying regarding what is referred to as Peloton, which doesn't have a number and isn't included in the bookstores. Hold on, what the hell? What does that mean? What did he just say? Guys, he's talking. What's up, Thor? Yeah, I don't know yet. That's exactly what I was gonna ask you guys. Did we know what kind of fibers? Didn't say yet. Just talking about microscopic fibers. So I'm glad you asked that question because I'm wondering it as well. So here we go. So I'm going back a little bit because I want to make sure I'm reading this right. Referred to as palliation. Can you guys? Let me see what that means. Palliation. Palliation. A medicine or form of medical care that relieves symptoms without dealing with the cause of the condition. And also relieving symptoms without dealing the cause. Okay. All right. Interesting. Which doesn't have a number and isn't included in the bookstores. What does that mean? What does that mean? Isn't included in the bookstores? Managed worldwide. What does this mean, Jaime? It doesn't mean that it's something rare, that it's a strange material, that it's a new alloy that hasn't been classified but is present. And that's why they mention that they don't have it in the databases, right? That's what we have there. An alloy that has not been classified. And the others that were identified with their corresponding number were already defined, but specifically the one that mentions what they are. The Bugga sphere. What? It is in the center, the equator, the belt. It is that element. I think there might be a conclusion there. I do want to clarify. I read these results very carefully, and what they mention is that what unites the two hemispheres is that alloy, that aluminum alloy that also has a high silicon content. But that is the kind that is not found in bookstores. Oh, so he's talking about a metal, an alloy that is not written anywhere. It doesn't exist, he's saying. You can't find it in a bookstore. You can't find it in a science book or anything like that. That's what he means. Okay. So that is, that's revealing, isn't it? You know? What I want to know is why, I guess Jaime is in that region. I guess that's why he has both of these stories. These are huge. These are amazing. The Moomy Doomies and the Bugga sphere. Spheres. Or, well, I think there's one, right? Well, they got two? Two, but only one from Bugga. All right, let's finish this up.
¿Alguna otra pregunta, Jaime?
No, ¿qué quiere decir
Yo.
eso?
Yeah, the fact that it is not found in bookstores, as I mentioned, means that the elements are identified in the XRF analysis. But there is no identification
una
of any known alloy
una
used
aleación conocida que se utilice
in
en
the
la
industry.
industria.
So that sphere that we saw, you know, the one that was magically flying around, and then they blasted it with our primitive weapons. Radar. Our complex vibratory radar can take down a UFO, man-made or alien-made. Isn't that great? They fly possibly billions and trillions of miles, avoiding all sorts of disasters, right? Even quasars and all sorts of radiation stuff, all this going on at 1 billion miles an hour. They come to Earth and boop, up, Mayday, Mayday, Mr. Carter, Hockey Day, right? So they can't find any metals like the Bugga sphere in the industry, he says. Can't do it. Can't make it. Yep. But what would that mean? Well, it's definitely a new alloy that someone made, and it's not that it's not classified here on Earth, or rather known, but at the moment, it's not known. So all of this will have to be confirmed with new analysis. That's right, Jaime. We need to delve deeper in the cranium, into that topic. We need to bend it over and see what's true. That we know the elements found deep in that hole, but it's not their crap. Let's just say you hit some nuts. You can understand a nut, right? That's going to throw you off a little. That makes it a very different type of nut, a very odd alloy. And you got to go deep, deep, deep into... Oh, we're done. Okay. You get the gist. The fist! Boop. That's the surprise fist. How you doing? Boop. It's like opening up an umbrella. You know what I mean? You're going to go for the most pleasurable boop. Hey, if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, all the links are in the show description. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You can even become a member and buy a membership for others. All that shit goes right into this research. Yeah, that's it. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Did you know YouTube is 20 years old? Did you know that? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was... All right, here we go. Let's pull this up. Time is it? Oh, it is? That's it? I don't know if I played this. Oh, yeah, we did that yesterday. Why is that still up? Get out of here. Oh, that's right. We never finished. Oh, that's terrible. We don't want this. Let me save that. Yeah, remember yesterday when we were showing Christopher Bledsoe's white bullshit? This terrible. Absolutely horrific. So bad. I want to show you again. Terrible. You cannot go around saying you have evidence.
You can see the size.
And this is it.
It's huge.
Blurry. It's out of focus. I think
It's
this is a
similar to
psionics camera after I did a little research. That's why there's a purple hue. Because the colors are wrong. And this guy is, look, so out of focus. It's terrible. He does it on purpose. Does it on purpose. It's the biggest scam.
This one's still.
He's the biggest scam on the internet in ufology right now, guys. And then he's got a plane, which, guys, it's invisible, right? You saw the beep right here.
It's actually getting lower.
See the flash? Why is it invisible? Why? See it? Why is it invisible? Because Christopher Bledsoe is scamming you. Everybody. This is the biggest. This is it. This is evidence of it. I don't know how anybody can look at this and think, oh yeah, he's credible, when nothing's in focus. I know, guys, I know. I'm a broken record because it needs to be heard. This is what's making ufology not great. This is killing our field. This guy, Christopher Bledsoe, is dangerous to ufology. I mean that with no respect. I do. I mean it. He's dangerous. There's something wrong with what Christopher Bledsoe is doing in the community. Honestly, I think I don't know if he's being paid to do this shit. I don't know. But I have a feeling, and maybe I'm wrong, but it all seems like this guy is purposely blurring stuff, making it this way on purpose, just so he can have the shot in the narrative he wants to sell everybody. It's the white orb, that's purple hue. He doesn't even mention the purple, right? He doesn't even mention that the plane goes invisible for a second. You guys know, you see the plane? No! Right here. Oh, there it was. Oh, wait, I'll get it again. There it is. No. Well, one more time. There, I'm just a slow mother bucker. I'm sorry. And over here, you got the white lady's pajama. It's basking in the sky for all of us to see. I wish I could make her vagina out of AI. We'd see a beautiful vagina. A vagina of the white lady. The white supremacist lady. I bet you Christopher Bledsoe's got a hood for each day of the week. Mary, can you get me my Jesus hood, please, for Sunday? Oh, yeah. Bullshit. The guy's a fraud. Doesn't get any worse. Can't stand him. Can't stand him. All right. Orbs and Spheres at Crop Circle compilation. I'm going to play this video. I want you to take a look. I want you to take a look at these are the best. The best spheres ever recorded making crop circles. And here we go. Giddy up. Hey, Alchemist 372. How you doing, Eversoar? Welcome. Vern Dude, how you guys? Where's the volume? Here comes volume. Where is it? Anybody, everybody, where is it? Volume's up, but it ain't on. Oh, that's right. There was no volume in these. Some of them. This is the infamous, famous one. Yeah. Oh, it's over? I thought it was a compilation. Hold on a second. Yeah, why did it end so quickly? I must have watched it and didn't realize I had it. The lady ain't real. Overlander, BC. How come the lady's never made herself present? How come she's never gone to anybody else and said, you know, Chris is legitimate. Oh, shit. Here it comes again. It's like cabin pressure in my head again. This happened during Anjali's show. I have both ears this time, but I feel it in my jaw. Look at this, huh? With the helicopter and everything. That's in 2000. Filmed by Andrew Buckley. Wiltshire. There's a lot of shires. Wiltshire, Hertfordshire, Yorkshire, New Hampshire. Oh, that's right. I already used that joke earlier in the day. All right. Take care of that. Get this out of here. I'm telling you, America, Italy, and a handful of other adjacent countries became aware of our ET visitors at the very start of the 20th century. I don't know if you guys know that, but craft landing, following by open dialogue between interplanetary species were not entirely uncommon. Because we didn't have the weapons back then. They weren't scared. Capiche? It was unknown at us at that time how depraved some of these visitors were. You'll agree, intelligence and technological superiority does not correlate with positive intention. The United States were leading discussions with ETs. Certain military leads within Europe were kept informed and maintained our relationship with our own local, ironic, yes, population. A correlation was later discovered between the location of the visitors and the disappearance of children. Need I say more? I think I will. Following investigation, my precursors identified certain extraterrestrial species feeding on the hormones of our planetary type biosignatory origin. Baby munchers. This isn't limited to us. It is speculated there may be other species elsewhere with almost identical hormone secretion patterns. Of course, it's possible. Anything's possible. During the initial set of briefings, we were at once shown a video of a monkey rubbing a venomous centipede against itself to get high. Almost the same thing these species are doing with our secretions. Holy crap. So the aliens are using human anatomy in a way to get a euphoric feeling. A high, perhaps. Kind of like mushrooms. People are mushrooms. Oh, I like this. The details of secretion extraction are torturous and frankly make me sick. Alien species are indifferent to our feelings on the matter. Yeah, no, well, of course, just like we're indifferent to a tiger, a giraffe, or a monkey for that matter. Hey, come on over here with us. Forget your freedom. I'm going to put you in a cage. Don't worry. You can eat a lot of food. We'll fatten you up. And mating? We'll get you the best apes ever. Best chimp in the biz. I'll get you. Oh, you're gay. We got a gay chimp over here. We got a gimp. These species have embedded themselves in small numbers across our planet. With access to technology, we are only recently beginning to weaponize. This has not gone unnoticed, with extraterrestrial attacks increasing and our geomagnetic fields defending us across longitudinal time horizons. What? We have approximately 3 years until the visitors decide to permanently colonize this planet. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Shall we? I'll bring you guys up to speed now on this. Here we go. Here we go. ECAS researcher. See that? Top left. We believe the crafts carry autonomous intelligence printed on them for material retrieval. Most of the legitimate high-velocity, non-ballistic UAPs tracked beyond LEO fall into one of 3 categories based on trajectory, modeling, and isotopic propulsion residue. Sub-lunar return patterns, solar periphery vectors, and intrasolar constructs. We're starting to understand this phenomenon, quote-unquote, originating in a way we never defined previously. The lines between local and non-local, native and foreign, collapse when you're dealing with a system that doesn't, quote-unquote, think in 3 dimensions or within time as we perceive it. Earth is no longer classified as a planet, but a node, quote-unquote, according to frameworks internally published 2 months ago. This will become clear in the future. Wow! We're a node. The nodes! Nobody nodes. 4051767. I do not directly work on lunar analysis, but I have been briefed to understand the position of the moon as, quote-unquote, anchor over a satellite, quote-unquote. According to reports of another branch, this planet was not able to progress evolutionary states due to the hostile environment on the surface. So, within the program, refer to it as the peripheral buffer. That's what they call the moon? Cool. Next. Yes, ECAS is a branch within a branch in Europe. I'm stationed in Italy. You should know. Most of all, Europe has been researching this since WW2 with some legacy programs. ECAS has multiple existing pre-World War I. 405183996. Not yet. All will become clear before 2029. 2026 is the year doors to knowledge will be open wide. 4051844. I have been briefed there on multiple species here. According to the research of ECAS, the 2 major facilities in our oceans have been created by our planet, or are at least very attuned to the nature of our local cosmic environment in ways we do not understand, which propagate through our planet. 405184112. It refutes less than you think. There are no indications of collusion against the interest of humans. It seems to be the opposite. Species with positive interest in developing the human race have been recruited, quote unquote, by these compounds created by our planet. History has been heavily revised in the past 100 years. You will be informed of this in the coming years, but for the sake of immediate disclosure, I will provide more details below. All right. We get it. 405186664. I can understand the associated feelings here. These programs for planetary defense are increasing rapidly. I am aware of some programs increasing staff numbers from single digits to over 300 over the course of 5 months. This planet is currently in a preparatory process for our first episode of Galactic, quote-unquote, warfare. Russia has its own communications protocol with species they have specifically identified as quote unquote potentially benevolent with some exchange. The USA and China have adopted a technologically integrated military approach to solving this problem. Europe seems to be leaning on our ET partners to engage combat for us and share technology, historically improbable to gain anything of consequence, effectively resigning to instead gain a stronger understanding on leveraging our ecosystem for purposes more aligned to discovery. Man, lots of information in this. A lot of stuff to unpack. A lot of stuff to pack. A lot of stuff to pack. With all that being said, and you heard some pretty amazing things about missing children, NHI, programmed AI and ET. Well, UFO Mania on X at Mania UFO posted this, says, hey, you know all that stuff you were just reading, Rich? Hey, don't forget that we are being evaluated for possible membership in a galactic federation, a vast federation of different planets, different star systems, and even different galaxies. And you know who said that? A lot of you people love and adore Robert O. Dean. Let me tell you something before I play this clip. Understand? I told you, it's in the eyes. Go.
Before we knew of in 1963, we have a relationship with at least two of them, and they've made it very clear that we are being evaluated as what you might call a third world country. We were being evaluated for possible membership in a galactic federation. They are members of a vast federation of planets, in different planets, different star systems, even from different galaxies, and that we are being evaluated and nurtured and encouraged to grow up a little bit, dispense with our nuclear weapons and dispense with our traditional war-making processes.
Well, that hasn't really changed. We haven't stopped with our war-making.
Well, that's what's so sad about it.
It's tragic.
That was the beginning for me. But over the years...
Okay. That is usually the main component in aliens visiting Earth. We want you to grow up and get rid of your weapons of mass whole destruction. First of all, aliens, they don't give a shit about that stuff. All of it. Everything you've ever heard about aliens telling humans to get rid of their nuclear weapons is horse hockey. It is the number one, maybe top 3 excuses that aliens would even talk to us. They don't like, I think we're going to blow up the planet. First of all, that's not what they're worried about. Second of all, they're not worried at all. Third of all, man made up this lie. Let me tell you about Malmstrom Air Force Base. Another lie. Anybody who believes that horseshit story, I'm sorry. I don't believe it. You want to believe it? Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. I don't. Why? Because what happened over there was human error, and things were so strict that people were afraid they were going to be offed if they made a mistake like accidentally or playing around with the nukes, seeing if they could turn both keys. So what would happen? You know, you're sitting down there underground all those months, years, just flipping your bean to TV and looking at dark skies and nothing else going on. So yeah, you get a little stir crazy, for lack of a better term. Okay.
And the more I learned and the deeper I got involved in my studies, until the day I retired from the Army in 1976, I still had a top secret clearance. And then during those years, I began to have face-to-face meetings with some of them.
Oh, you did?
I have.
Do you know the race that they were?
If you guys can't hear it and see the lie that's pouring out of him, I'm sorry, I can't help you, but I'll play it again. This guy's such full of horseshit. Oh, I interviewed him at his house. I mean, he's a nice guy, but he's so full of shit.
Meetings with some of them.
Oh, you did?
I have.
Oh, you did? I have. That's not a normal answer. Yeah, you would go, yeah. Or he would go, yeah. But he goes, I have. Like, you're interested in my story.
Do you know the race that they were? Races?
Well, the ones that I've been dealing with look just like us.
Do you know what kind of race they were? Well, the ones that we were dealing with just looked like me. No answer. No answer.
Did they say where they were from?
No, they never did.
They never said where they were from. Hello? Wouldn't you ask? Where did you come from? Good follow-up question, girl.
They never tried to explain what planet they were from.
Ask!
Or what star system they were from, or even what galaxy they were from. They made the point to me many, many times that they were members of a vast organization out there of civilizations and planets and star systems that are almost infinite.
This editing's great. I love looking at booger nose.
And that must have been such a privilege.
Cool glasses, though.
A real incredible journey for you to have been associated with them too.
It was a bit of a shock, honey. I'll be honest with you.
It's a bit of a shock, honey. Ugh. Yes, he's that guy. Robert Odin is every bit a man as Sean Connery is. Sometimes you just gotta give him a slap. Right? I think Robert Odin probably slapped his dog every now and then. Sometimes you just gotta give him a slap.
Being associated with them too.
It was a bit of a shock, honey. I'll be honest with you.
It's a bit of a shock there, Toots. You hear what I'm saying there? Unbelievable, this guy. God, he's the worst. I'm sorry. I just don't like him.
Shock, honey. I'll be honest with you. When it first began...
Journey for you to have been associated with them too.
It was a bit of a shock, honey. It was a bit of a shock, honey. It was a bit of a shock, honey. I'll be honest with you. When it first began to dawn on me, the impact of what was happening to me was kind of a shock, psychic shock.
I think this is what most experiencers find as well, and of course, again, you're part of that.
I went through a period of time where I literally lost my old worldview. My old paradigm literally crumbled around my knees, you know. The old world that I had been raised in and the world I grew up in, it fell apart. And I had to come face to face with a new reality that we humans on this planet are part of a vast, almost infinite community of intelligent life. And apparently we are worthy of survival.
That's good to know, and I wonder how that's going to be achieved.
Well, you're seeing it take place every day. You'll notice that they have shown themselves more and more. They fly over cities, they hover over airports, they fly along beside our aircraft. We have alien ships in orbit around our planet that are over 5 miles in diameter. And our NASA people have photographed them. And I have shown photographs from Apollo 13 taken on the way to the moon, showing alien craft 5 miles in diameter. We also have photographs taken from the Voyager Enterprise in 1980 when we went to the rings of Saturn. We found objects in the rings of Saturn, self-luminous, artificial objects the size of our moon, moving all around, all over the place under intelligent control. Now, these are artificial constructed objects the size of our moon. Now, our moon is 2,160 miles in diameter.
Crazy, right? I remember that. There's some people out there that talked about Saturn's rings as being constructed. I don't know why. That'd be weird. I don't know why. But a lot of people believe what this guy says. A lot of people believe there's aliens on all over the solar system here on, the moons of Saturn and Jupiter, according to Richard Hoagland and even John Lear. There's 1 million humans spread out all throughout the solar system. Alien attack or hoax? Shocking encounter caught on video. Let's take a look at this. Oh my God, that's right. This is amazing. All right. I don't want, if there's any children around, get them out. This will scare them. It might scare you. All right, you ready? Can I make the voice? That's what it sounded like. What do you guys think? Is it real? It looks nice and moist. It looks like a praying mantis, a cricket, a locust. It looks like, look at that thing. Is it fake? The ring makers, yes, I'm getting it. What do you guys think? Is this real? Okay, it's not real. I could tell now. All right. That was a waste of everybody's life. Let me get rid of some things here. Oh, yeah, we did that already. So yesterday, I was showing you a video from third phase of moon. And then I had to go. But I want to continue the video because we never talked about it. This is so weird. Hey, Dinkamazi, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Check this out. I don't know what this is. It's weird. It is. It's weird. You know what I mean? What is that? I don't get it. It looks like a necklace. I used to have one like that.
All right, this video didn't last very long,
What
but
is
the
it?
camera person had a
Seriously. You got a wingy dingy there, and you got another round wingy dingy there attached to a Jesus cross.
short opportunity to film this phenomenon in the sky. What in the world are we looking at? Some people might say it looks like, you know, a necklace with the cross at the bottom of it that's just falling through the sky, but that's not the case. I don't know what this is. I don't think they're balloons. Balloons don't behave like this, and I've never seen anything like a balloon being shaped like that. And the way it just stays, it has its rigidness too. It's rigid, it's stiff.
It
it's
does,
not moving or oscillating. This is just curious footage. What is it, guys? I don't know if it's any technology to do with this. It could be biological, or it could be.
Oh, come on! Biological? Why'd you go there?
It's large. I'm saying
Yeah, it's a biological cross.
about 40, 50 feet, maybe a little smaller, but it's not small. And this thing's just falling, descending to the ground over there. Good capture right here.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's for sure.
Cool, in my opinion.
Next.
All right, like I said, it's a packed episode.
Whoa, dude. Okay.
Snap. This is incredible footage. Look at the speed of this object. You see it at a distance. We're going to slow it down so we can just get a close look. But look how fast this is in real time. When you see that kind of it almost looks like this thing's moving at light speed. But could this be the Tic Tac traveling at 30,000 miles an hour? That's what it would kind of look like.
Did not look like that.
Wow, look at that streak of light it leaves right over the neighborhood. This is just...
There's no streak. It doesn't leave a streak of light. It leaves a dot. It's a dot of light. There's no streak. A streak is like a contrail. Sorry, Brent. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Phenomenon and capabilities of technology that is beyond...
Yeah, it's streaking across the sky. You could say that like, somebody running across the baseball field during a game. That guy's streaking.
Imagination. I really like that light display that it flashed right there on the ground, but just popped in on the radar. Roll it.
Oh, cool. Oh my God. These are cool. Little dust devil with snow. Very cool. Yep. Whoa, look at that. I've never seen that. Oh, there's two of them. Holy crap. That's so cool. Look at how weird. Oh, what? Wow.
Look how it bends the light and the arc. It's just massive.
Oh.
And you can see kind of these other, prism action happening within this massive circle.
That's cool as hell.
Another phenomenon happening, and what a great capture by people. They see it, they recognize it, they know this is not normal, and they pull over on the side of the road. And look, it's even behind them. This is kind of like a 360 panel vision of just this beautiful display that's happening.
Yeah, it's behind them. Pretty cool. All right.
Link. It's in the description below.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not.
The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
This is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
Everybody wants to be in there. Can you give any kind of sneak peek of what that's like?
That organization has had the ability since the 60s to hit a button and simulate an alien attack on the planet using these technologies.
Serious questions tonight amid a growing number of drone sightings.
How do you set up a believable false flag and operations that looks like it's alien when it isn't?
So when it happens, they're not shocked, they're not stunned, they can...
Which is potentially the most dangerous, where they're talking about quote-unquote catastrophic disclosure.
They put it into secrecy, they deny, and then they shut the people up.
And and the president doesn't know about, that is an existential threat to humanity.
Sorry. Where was I? Unidentified flying objects and government conspiracies. One former NASA official is cutting through the noise and casting doubt on aliens coming to Earth. Joseph Guthines, a retired senior special agent with NASA's Office of Inspector General and current criminal defense attorney, said it's time to apply science, not speculation, to the debate. All right. Prove it. Honestly, prove it, he says, to those who believe in the presence of UFOs on Earth. They've been claiming that there have been UFOs since the 40s. And, you know, Area 51 supposedly houses UFOs, he told Fox News Digital. Have someone go in. Look at Area 51. God, he's so immature. He doesn't know anything. God, I hate when people say that. Just go down there and ring the bell. Guthine said that during his work with the NASA Office of Inspector General, he would regularly get calls from individuals who believed they were abducted or had a chip in their brain from aliens. So what's the problem there, jerky? You don't like people talking about UFOs and aliens? Prick. That's it for tonight. We're getting out a few minutes early. Not too much, but we got a lot of stuff to do for tomorrow and the next day. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Thank you, supporters, super chats and super stickers, and members, re-upping your membership. Thank you for your support. And if you could do it all over again, I couldn't thank you enough. But we'll be back tomorrow, continuing the saga of ufology. I even may get a little more political tomorrow with what's going on in the world. I think we need to discuss a few things and see how that can affect what we're doing here in ufology, because nobody's paying attention to UFOs in the government right now. Not that I know of. But if everybody was doing their job and doing what they are assigned to do or hired to do, then the work is constantly going, except for Sunday. You know, they got to rest. Or Saturday, too, they got to go play. You know, they don't work on the weekends. That weekends were made for Michelob. All right, and we'll be back tomorrow. And what else? Anything go? Truthology for ufology. We do it for you. We do. Yeah. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. I mean that. No, I really do. Alien blessed. What is that? How could he do that? What the hell was that? Ass. What a jerk off. There it is. All right, we'll see you on the flip. AB.